All right.
Hey, folks, I'm Grant.
I'm Brian.
And we're the smartest kids in the room, baby.
We're back after
couple weeks, right?
yeah, two weeks was our last episode. I had to look that up on YouTube really fast. It was
Did you?
uploaded 2 weeks ago. I'm like, that wasn't that long. It just felt that long.
Well, we're back, bitches, and we're better than ever, right?
Yeah.
This is episode 19. And how have you been, Brian?
I've been
I haven't
pretty
seen you.
good.
I actually haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing, buddy?
I've been pretty good. It hasn't been that long.
It's been a while, bro. It's been a while, Brian.
No, it's been since like Friday.
No.
Yeah.
What? Oh.
We had to see Lego Batman somehow.
That's totally right. We saw Lego Batman. That's right, which was great, by the way. We'll get into that later. But yeah, that was pretty good. Folks, we're trying to change things up a little bit around here.
Indeed.
We are gonna start for anyone out there listening. We're gonna start shortening our videos, for lack of a better word. We want to start, kind of broadening our content, if you will. And we're gonna kind of axe the whole hot topic segment that we've been doing for the last 18 episodes, man.
Yeah,
we're almost at 20 episodes, bro.
Yeah,
man. That's a fifth to 100. You know that, right? I don't know if you know your mathematics.
No, that's definitely a fifth to 100.
But yeah, man. Next week or whenever we do our next episode, hopefully it should be next week. We'll be episode 20, man. We'll be at the 2-0. We'll be at my age, man.
Damn.
I just revealed my age, man. But anyways, this episode, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna stick specifically to news topics. We're just gonna talk news, okay? And any reviews, any discussions, we're gonna because we're actually gonna have 2 reviews later that we're gonna record. That should be up by the time this episode is up. And in addition to that, we might also do separate videos, of course, of our trailer breakdowns, which we've been doing.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we'll do hot topics, but as standalone episodes.
And for some reason, one got blocked off on one of our trailer breakdowns.
That's totally right. It's like I said, it's been a while, man.
Which I'm gonna try to get back up, but I don't see how that's gonna happen.
For those unaware, our last trailer breakdown was for the new Logan trailer, and it actually got blocked by Fox.
I'm like, yeah, we have another one. We have the first one. Now you're blocking things.
Which is totally fine. I mean, I don't know. I have to rewatch it. I don't know what it was. I don't know if we had audio or whatever it was. But
probably the audio.
We totally got blocked by them. We got blocked by Fox. That's pretty cool. We can...
Yeah, man.
I don't know how that's cool, but it is. But, Brian, for this episode, it's strictly news. We got some news topics we're going to discuss. It's been a while since we last recorded, as I said a couple of times already. So there's a lot of news that we're probably not going to get to today. But we're going to hit the hottest topics of the last week or so. So, Brian, without further ado, well, you know what? We'll go ahead and start off with our What to Watch segment. We'll keep that going because I think we got some content there. Do you have anything, Brian? Anything at all that you want to recommend?
So I watched a couple things, but one was this past weekend on TV, but I'm going to go into that in like a couple minutes. So the first thing I watched was Manchester by the Sea, and it's been that long. Okay. I've seen that like a couple weeks ago.
Now I'm going to chime in because I also saw that. What did you think?
I'll be honest, I didn't think it was depressing.
Hold on, Brian, don't worry. I'm just shimmying over to get a journal real fast. Pay no attention to me, please. Please continue.
All right. So, minus that loud distraction. I didn't think it was as depressing as everyone said it was. There was that one giant part that basically put tears in everyone's eyes.
Right.
But I thought it was really good. Casey Affleck did a really good job.
Yeah, he was good, man. I think he's definitely the front runner at this point for Best Actor, which I think he's probably gonna win because I think he won the Golden Globe for Best Actor in a Drama. Ryan Gosling won for La La Land for Best Actor in a Musical or Comedy. So I would say they're the two titans for Best Actor, but I'm pretty sure that Casey's probably going to take it home, which he deservedly he deserves because that was a very powerful performance. It was a good movie, like you said.
Yeah.
It was pretty depressing, I gotta say, Brian.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
It was depressing.
My favorite part was when they're like pointing up the sky. It's like, you see Jupiter?
Oh yeah, totally.
I like that part.
It's kind of long. I will say that there are moments,
Yeah.
and I mean, I understand it's a dramatic movie and all, and there's not a bunch of, there's not like, because like at this point in the world, we're kind of used to us as a movie going audience. We're kind of used to like the Marvel movies, and like things happening real fast, and blah blah blah, and action and stuff, and it shifts entirely when you go to like an independent drama like this movie is. But with that being said, it was still very interesting. It was very emotional. It was very powerful, especially in. I mean, it in no part due to the performances, especially by Casey Affleck and the other guy, which I can't think of his name. His nephew in the movie. I cannot think of the actor's name at this point. I think he's also nominated for Best Supporting Actor. He was also very good. Everyone was good. And it was a good movie, man. It was it plucked at your heartstrings a little bit, but it was good. I liked it. Not my favorite movie of last year, but definitely one that it's probably gonna get a lot of Oscar recognition. I would say. When are the Oscars? Do you know? Are they next?
February 28th.
So it's in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
I'm excited, man. I want to see it. I'm pretty sure La La Land is probably going to sweep the whole thing, man. But you know what? Whatever. It was a good movie. If that wasn't my favorite, Arrival. It's between Arrival and La La Land. Both fantastic movies. But anyways, I'm rambling. Sorry.
Not very good. And speaking of award shows, I also watched the Grammys last Sunday. And let me tell you, I watched them every year. Huge music lover. This Grammys was kind of embarrassing.
I did not see the Grammys. Embarrassing, you say?
Embarrassing. We have technical issues here.
I did not see the Grammys, but the only thing I know about it is, and this is because I was on YouTube and it was like, the top 10 or like trending videos.
Yeah.
And one of them was Adele Messed Up.
Adele Messed Up.
Tell me about it, please. I don't know anything about it.
Basically. So Adele seemed pretty off during, she opened up with Hello, and that kind of sounded off.
I love that song.
It's a good song. And then she did George Michael's tribute, and
did she?
Yeah, apparently she messed up, and she stopped everything, and then she was like, "Let's start over."
That's the video that I saw trending. So yeah. I didn't watch it, but I was just like, "Wow, Adele messed up, really."
But there was also another mess up with Metallica and Lady Gaga.
Metallica was there.
Metallica was there, and they performed
so
with Lady Gaga, and the singer's microphone was off, or there was a problem with it.
So there was a bunch of shit going on at the Grammys. Holy crap!
I was just like, I thought this podcast had problems with the 3 beeps and everything, but this is worse.
Wow, that's
But
I'm gonna have to watch it now. Jesus Christ.
Other than that, there were like good performances. The Prince tribute with Bruno Mars was phenomenal. They played.
I think I did see that. That was well done.
They had the train opening up with Jungle Love, and I was like, Kevin Smith, everyone.
Jungle Love, yeah.
Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh, Kevin Smith, that son of a bitch. Any more what to watch that you have, my friend?
No, I think that's it.
Brian, since you've asked me, I've been watching the CW shows. They came back after their mid-season finales. Arrow, Flash, Legends. They've been on for a couple of weeks. They've been getting really good, dude.
Oh, that's good.
They've been getting really good. I'm not watching Supergirl. I'm sorry, Supergirl fans. It's nothing against the show. I just have too much going on. I can barely keep up with the shows I'm watching currently, which is the Flash, Arrow, and Legends of Tomorrow. Honestly, before the mid-season premiere, I was seriously considering just forgetting about Legends and just being like, all right, I'll stick with Arrow and the Flash. I guess it's easier to keep up with 2 shows. But then I watched all 3 mid-season premieres, and I was like, "Wow, these are getting strong, man." So I've been keeping up. I'm still with those 3 shows. I'm caught up on those 3 shows, and they've been getting really good, dude. I gotta say. I also did see Manchester by the Sea, as I already said. It was good. It was good. I already said my 2 cents about that. And I'm trying to think of anything else I can recommend. No, nothing.
Oh, yeah, this might be a while ago, but I want to bring it up because it was awesome. What did you think of the Stranger Things Season 2? Teaser.
Okay, that teaser, my friend, was pretty well done. Okay, that was the Super Bowl that you're talking about, right? Okay,
Yes.
the Super Bowl teaser. Well, Brian, it was well done. I'm excited. If you weren't excited already, I'm already excited.
Oh, that one got me pumped up. I was like,
Uh,
best commercial. I'm done.
it looks very interesting the way they're going with it. I like it. Almost, I kind of got, and I know you probably won't understand this because you've probably never seen this movie, but I got a close encounters of the third kind vibe from it. It's an old sci-fi '70s Steven Spielberg movie about alien invasions and stuff. And when I saw, I can't think of the character's name right now, but the kid that was missing in season one,
Yeah,
when he was
I'm
looking
really
out,
bad with names in that show.
when in the teaser, when he was looking out, he saw that fucking big monster and like the lightning storm going on. I got a very big, close encounters of the third kind vibe from that visual. With that being said, dude, I mean, look, it looks great. Ghostbusters? Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my god, they're in Ghost.
1984, bro. That was the year. I hope I don't get this wrong, but I think that was the year we got Terminator, we got Ghostbusters, of course. I think we got Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. It was a good year for cinema, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm really excited, dude. I mean, all the characters are back. They're introducing new characters as well. I'm all for it, bro. It looks great. But yeah, man, it looks pretty fucking dope, man.
It does.
But with all that being said, Brian, I think we can go ahead and hop into our news for the week.
Yeah, man.
And our first news topic for the week, Brian, is and I just found this out moments ago, my
Yes,
friend.
me too.
But it seems as though, because as we all know, the DC Extended Universe is still going for some reason.
How? Because only 3 movies were produced, and
Man, fucking hey, dude.
they're like 1 away from saying we're done, or maybe 2 away.
I really hope they I really hope they recover, dude. Because right now it looks like they're fucking. It looks like the odds are against them at this point. To be honest. Yes, what you just did, Brian. I agree with.
They're like the Grammys. Boom.
It's tough, man. It's tough to see how they're gonna keep going because they got a lot of shit going on that's working against them at this point.
Yeah.
But Brian, I just found this out. Okay, I don't want to keep building it up, but it seems as though because they're making Suicide Squad 2, because of course the first movie it wasn't well received by critics, but it made a lot of loot. It seems as though that they are gonna tap Mel Gibson, the Mad Max himself, for the director's chair for Suicide Squad 2, man. What do you think about that?
That sounds crazy. The only Mel Gibson movie I saw was The Patriot.
Yes. Okay.
Because I had to see that.
He did not direct that, Brian.
No, he was an actor.
That is my ESPN app going off right now, by the way. He didn't direct it. He starred in that. He directed Braveheart, which won the Oscar for Best Picture. I think he won for Best Director. He did Passion of the Christ. He did Apocalypto. He did last year's Hacksaw Ridge, which has received a lot of Oscar recognition. He's even nominated for Best Director this year. It's kind of an odd choice, I gotta say.
Oh, no doubt.
Mel Gibson to direct Suicide Squad 2. Because David Ayer, who directed Suicide Squad 1, he's going to do Gotham City Sirens, which is like the Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, Catwoman spin-off type movie going on. So it seems at this point that Mel Gibson, and this is very early discussions, like there's nothing set in stone at this point. It seems as though it's very, he's kind of, I think there's a report saying, according to the Hollywood Reporter, that he's kind of familiarizing himself with the material, so he'll see if it's something he's interested in doing. Honestly, dude, I don't know. It's gonna be. I don't know. I don't know if Mel Gibson would, because I think a couple of months ago, I could be wrong, but I think he said that like Batman v Superman was like just like, and I'm paraphrasing here, but he said it was like a piece of shit movie, and it was very poorly made and all that. So it seems weird that they're now pursuing him to direct Suicide Squad.
Didn't he say like Marvel movies were too violent?
I think he said that about DC. I could be wrong, but I think he said that about DC. But another, there's a director shortlist, and Ruben Fleischer, I think that's how you say his last name, who directed Zombieland, he's also on the rumored short list for directors. So it seems like they're going ahead with Suicide Squad 2, man. But what do you guys think about Mel Gibson as the director of Suicide Squad 2? That's kind of an odd choice, I gotta say.
Passion of the Christ Squad.
That was, I would see that movie, Brian. I gotta be honest. I would
I haven't seen Passion of the Christ. I heard a lot of criticism for it.
It's very long.
Okay, now I don't have the time to watch very long movies.
And this might be controversial. It's kind of boring. It's too violent, I would say. It's violent to the point. It's over violent to the point where I'm just like, I'm not really interested in all of this.
Okay, you saying it's too boring? I think that's the least of the controversy problems with the movie.
Yes. Well, for me, it's not. Hopping over to Steve. I guess keeping with DC news, Brian. It's been made apparent that Ben Affleck has bailed on directing the Batman.
Indeed.
That's old news, obviously, but it seems as though Matt Reeves, who directed Cloverfield, and he's directed the two most recent Planet of the Apes movies. He also did a good little horror movie called what was that called? I just had it in my head. Let Me In, which is a remake of a foreign horror movie called Let the Right One In. I'm just giving you a little insight into who Matt Reeves is. He's a good director, though. He cares about story. I really like this choice for replacing Ben Affleck as director of the Batman. What do you think about it, Brian?
I still need to see both Planet of the Apes movies.
They're good. They're good.
As soon as I see those,
actually, all of them are good because they did Rise of the Planet of the Apes, which wasn't Matt Reeves, but it was good. It was the one with James Franco. Then they did Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which was Matt Reeves, which came out in 2014, I think. It was very well received. It made a lot of money. Very good movie as well.
Yeah, which I was kind of surprised because when I first saw the first trailer of the very first one, I was like, "This looks stupid," and then I didn't realize it was like a remake of the very old ones, and I was like, "Okay, maybe."
And then now he's directing War for the Planet of the Apes, which is coming out I think this summer. Which looks really good, man. I think we did a trailer breakdown or we talked about it, but it looks really good, man. I'm interested. But I really like that choice for Batman. You know, he's not your Christopher Nolan or whatever, but
yeah,
I think he's a strong choice, man. And it also seems at this point that they're going to rewrite the script entirely, which is kind of disconcerting at this point. Because Ben Affleck and Jeff Johns, who is now like the Kevin Feige of the DC movies, they wrote a treatment for the movie, and apparently they're going to axe that, and they're going to start from scratch, which...
This seems like a lot for this movie.
It does, honestly.
I'm like, okay, you've rewritten the script like 3 times.
That's what I'm saying, bro. At this point, it's just kind of worrying that, these guys are kind of going backwards at this point. That's not what you... It's very, it's not, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't give me hope in this universe, Brian. It really doesn't, man. I gotta be honest. And it sucks because I prefer DC, to be honest. I'm a Superman, Batman guy as opposed to like an Iron Man, Spider-Man guy. But Marvel's kicking ass when it comes to movies. And DC is like fucking... They're slacking, dude. To be quite frank.
Can we where you won't ever forget the fact that Batman stopped fighting Superman because of Martha. That was the climax of that movie.
That was definitely the climax. That was the climax of that movie, and they cannot erase that, Brian. That is in that history. They cannot get away with that. This movie
has been almost out for a year, and we are still talking about it.
Yeah,
it's bad.
It could be a good thing or a bad thing. I think in this case it might be a bad thing. I'm not sure. But we'll go ahead. Let's get out of DC news before we keep rambling. Kong Skull Island, Brian.
End credit scene.
What do you think about Kong Skull Island? I know we have not seen the movie yet, but are you excited for this, Brian?
I kind of am. Like, it's
in
honest, March.
Man. It's coming out next month. I was about to say next year. That would have been completely wrong. It looks pretty interesting.
It does. It does. It does look really dope. It has It has a really good cast to it. Let
It
me just
has a
say that.
fantastic cast. It has Samuel L. Jackson, who's tired of these motherfucking gorillas on this motherfucking island. They got John Goodman. They got Tom Hiddleston. They got Loki himself, man. They got Brie Larson, Captain Marvel.
You got Captain Marvel in that too.
They got John C. Reilly for some reason, which I ain't complaining, dude. I love that guy.
I'm kind of interested to see how they're gonna pop him onto the movie.
And I think they got a couple of guys from I think Corey Hawkins, that might be the actor's name, from Straight Outta Compton, Dr. Dre, which was, I don't know if you saw it was a good movie, but they got a nice cast is what I'm trying to say. And I did you see Godzilla, the new one?
I still need to see it, man.
It's good. It's Gareth Edwards who Gareth Edwards. He directed Rogue One. And it's a good movie, Godzilla. I like it. But that as well as this movie, Kong Skull Island, are set in the same universe, as we all know. And apparently, Brian, there is a post-credits scene to this movie that, according to, I think, Splash Report or some shit like that, Slash, I don't know, I could be wrong. According to early reports, Brian, the post-credits scene is pretty fucking awesome, man. And, of course, this universe that's going to continue with Godzilla King of Monsters, which is going to come out in 2019, which will be followed by Godzilla vs. Kong, which will come out in 2020. And it'll all be part of the same, Monsters universe, which should be interesting, man.
Monsters University?
Oh, dude, imagine fucking, what's his name, Mike Wazowski? And then
it's the prequel
dude.
that Pixar is just not sharing with us. They knew about this plan the whole time.
Dude, that's so hot. But anyways, Kong Skull Island looks good, man. It's nice to hear of a universe that is succeeding, DC, and
direct crap,
Martha. So I mean, not a lot of news to go off of with that, but there's been a lot of reports that the movie will in fact have a post-credit scene, which will in fact be badass. So, but now jumping over to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Brian. I think Thanos' master plan, has been revealed, Brian. And of course, for those unaware, Thanos, whatever, we'll find out soon what his how he'll be referred to in this universe. I call him Thanos. You might know him as Thanos, but Thanos himself, he's going to be the main antagonist of Avengers: Infinity War, which is coming out next year, I believe. We saw him briefly in Guardians of the Galaxy. He will be played by Josh Brolin.
I won't say like Jeff Bridges. I was like, no.
I was about to say that. That would have been very wrong. He played Obadiah Stane in Iron Man, by the way.
Yep.
But Josh Brolin will be playing Thanos, whatever. And according to Infinity War screenwriter Stephen McFeely, this is Thanos' plan, so keep along, Brian. His goal is to rebalance the universe as he sees it. So when he figures out that the Infinity Stones could do this for him at the snap of a finger, that becomes his main goal. I'm adding sound effects to make it more theatrical. So when I first heard it, I was like, that's badass. But then as I sat on it, I was like, it's kind of generic, to be quite frank. But in the comics, Thanos' his ultimate goal is to appease Mistress Death, who in the comics she is the personification of death. So he wants to impress her, which that would be kind of lame in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah. It would be cool how they show he dies, though, which I know how he dies.
How does he die, Brian?
It involves Thrax from Guardians.
Does it?
Yep.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I remember spoiling for someone, and they were like, oh my god, you spoiled the movie. I'm like, it's not even out yet.
No, I mean, I doubt that's how they'll... I mean, you never know. Damn it, Brian, you might have spoiled the movie for us, you son of a bitch.
I might have. Just come back to this 2 years from now, we'll
But anyways,
Not even a year.
we now know his plan, Thanos. Which I mean, at this point, I mean, you could have assumed that that was his big plan to get the Infinity Stones and rebalance the universe, whatever. But anyways, I don't take shit away from the movie, dude. I'm so excited. There was actually a reel that was released this week of kind of behind the scenes of Infinity War. We saw, and this was insane to me. We saw Tony Stark,
Oh, that was crazy.
or Robert Downey Jr. rather, Tom Holland as who will play Peter Parker, and Chris Pratt as Star-Lord, all standing together.
Those are like the three men you want to see together.
On a set, dude, and it looked fucking awesome, bro.
That's a mail order ready to happen.
They didn't do anything. They were just talking about the movie, and I got a boner, Brian. Jesus
same,
Christ,
man.
I was like, yes, bitch! Like, I can't wait for this movie, dude. And then we got some snippets from the directors and the writers and whatever. But anyways, dude, so pumped for that, man. We know Thanos is playing now. Who gives a shit? The movie's gonna be amazing. It's gonna make over $3 billion. I can't wait.
Same
Same as Brian. Our last piece of news, Brian, is gonna be Deadpool 2 news. Deadpool 2, which I just rewatched the other day. I rewatched Deadpool. I love that fucking movie.
That movie is so good.
So good, man. So well made. But Domino, Brian, a new character to be introduced in Deadpool 2, is apparently Kerry Washington, who was in Django Unchained. She was in, among other things
that show Scandal.
Yeah, Scandal.
That's Scandal,
that's
right?
what I was thinking about.
Scandal.
Yeah, Scandal. Which apparently she's really good in. She's screen testing for the role of Domino in Deadpool 2, which is interesting. And we actually got a character description of Domino for Deadpool 2, and this is it, Brian. I'm reading the ink off the paper. Female, all ethnicities, late 20s, early 30s, sexy. Which, come on, man. Seriously, that's going to be your character description. Lithe? Lithe? And athletic. She has a witty personality, Brian. It does not say Brian in the character description. I just added that for the sake of the podcast.
Nope.
Nina is a no-nonsense badass who rarely shows her feeling. Highly capable, supremely confident, and armored in, armor and bulletproof sarcasm. But beneath her shell, she's still vulnerable. And some soft. I should have read.
I thought you were gonna say and boner. I'm like, what?
And boner, and some soft beating remnant of her humanity remains intact. In this scene, we need to see both sides when she can't skip.
I don't think this is you.
I hope this doesn't spoil the movie. Anyways, the point of the character description is this lady's a badass, dude, and Kerry Washington is screen testing for the role. Kerry Washington is a great actress. I hope she gets it. Apparently, Pierce Brosnan is up for the role of Cable in the movie. So
old James Bond.
Yeah, man, exactly.
But what if this is like totally wrong, and it's like we're thinking the wrong way, and she's just a Domino's employee?
Dude,
that would still be awesome.
That would be ultimate Deadpool fourth wall breaking at the best.
I mean, that would be a Ryan Reynolds move for that movie.
It totally would, man. It totally would. But dude, who's not interested in Deadpool 2? I mean, come on, man. The first one was amazing. Still my favorite superhero movie of last year.
And it's the guy who's directing John Wick now.
Yes, yeah. David, I think, I could be totally wrong. I think his name is David Leitch or something like that.
Damn it, I'm actually going to look up this one now.
Yeah, look that up real fast.
Before we get so much wrong.
Yeah,
my phone froze. All right, okay, here we go.
I believe it is David Leitch. I think that's his name. He's directing Deadpool.
That sounds right.
But
I was like, David.
Ahead. Please fact check.
David. I was like, okay, David sounds too normal. Crap! I have to go all the way to. I have to go to like Wikipedia.
Go ahead. Wikipedia is the encyclopedia of the.
David Leitch.
I told you, you bitch. Well, he was.
But he's uncredited.
Oh, is he? Wow.
Oh no, he's uncredited for the first one. Fun fact.
Yeah.
But it was.
I think they got new directors for the second one.
Oh.
But anyways, yeah, Kerry Washington, Deadpool 2. I like that. I like that casting. Absolutely. Are you done fact checking?
No, I'm still fact checking. Oh no, he didn't direct.
Yeah, they had a new director for
No, it
part
was
2.
Chad. Okay, so it's going to be the director from the first one, or.
Oh, so they. Oh, wait, we're falling down a rabbit hole.
Okay,
right
so
now.
no, we were right about David. He's directing. Hold on, let me
David
check
Lynch.
that before.
Brian, we already checked it, Brian.
We can't be wrong now.
We're not wrong. We're never wrong. We're the internet.
Tim Miller's directing it.
No, he's not. Unfortunately, he's
damn.
directing Terminator, the new Terminator.
Damn you, bald-headed. Oh wow, this dude did so many movies. Yeah, he's doing Deadpool too.
Jesus Christ.
He produced so many movies.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
No, that's a known fact. Took me a while scrolling up.
It definitely did.
I'm like, oh Jesus.
Kind of weird.
This guy's well known.
All right, but we got a lot of casting news, Brian.
We did.
But that's all our news for the episode, man. Do you think we left the listeners with enough news, Brian? For the
I think so.
I think we did. I think they'll be held over until next week, to be quite frank. I think that's it, Brian. Episode 19 of our news podcast. Yeah, man. I've been Grant.
I've been Brian.
We have been the smartest kids in the room, baby.
Boom.
This has been episode 19. I don't know if I said that already.
Yep.
We're about to do a couple of reviews right now.
Batman and Resident Evil.
One was good, one was bad. We'll let you guess on the next episode of Smartest Kids in the Room. We'll be back next week with some more news, baby. So don't stress out too much. Remember to relax. We'll see you later. Go get smart. Goodbye.